Hello YouTube, the Gun Nut here. It's another great day to be an American. Let freedom reign. So today we're going to take a look at my Labradar, my personal radar as it says in the bag, and show you guys some of the basic operation of the unit. This will not be a video that shows anything from the range or shows any gathering of data. This will just be a get familiar with the unit video. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, we'll go ahead and go through what the buttons are. So obviously this is on off, this is arm. This is how you scroll through screens. This is to create new series to store your shots. This is to delete shots. This navigates you through the menus, and that selects or acts as enter. Down below we have a USB port which you can use to power it, and you can also use to download data, and also an auxiliary port for, I think they're external triggers. And then we have the SD card and the battery compartment, which I do have double A's in there now. So go ahead and we'll press the power button. You can see the blue light come on, which indicates that the unit is operational and on. For some reason it defaults to the series. It's on series 0001. On the screen you can see there's a picture of a rifle, which means that it's set for rifle velocities. On the right shows the batteries, shows the time, and I got the screensaver set at 30 seconds right now. And I got the date and stats for that shot. So I don't think there's anything we can scroll through at the moment on this screen. So we'll go ahead and to the menu. So this allows you to set all your different units. When it first comes, so for velocity for example, when it first comes it'll be in meters per second. Everything is set in metric. So you got to go in if you want English units and go in. And for all these, select your English units. Distance I changed to yards. Weight I put in grains because you entered the bullet weights. Velocity range, you can select rifle, handgun, or archery for those ranges. Rifle is above 1600 feet per second. It works for up to 3900 feet per second. Handgun is for velocity to 700 to 1600, and archery is archery, which is slower than 700 feet per second. You set the offset. This is how far the unit is from where your muzzle's at. Distances, I played with a little bit. This lets you set where it records velocity data, what distances. And as you go through each one, you could do up to 5. This is where you enter your projectile weight, so it can calculate things like kinetic energy. I believe I'm going to be using a 22-250. For the first time I go to the range to shoot this, I entered a 50 grain bullet velocity. Arm time, when you arm the unit to record shots, this is how long it'll stay armed. So I set it for the maximum of 300 seconds or 5 minutes. We'll talk about arming in a minute. Screensaver lets you set that, how long it stays, this screen stays on without going dark. Trigger source, whether it's the internal trigger or whether, I guess there's a Doppler trigger where the radar detects it. The internal trigger is based on that noise from the shot. The Doppler one would only be used like for archery or bigger slow objects. Trigger level, so it's how sensitive it is. They say to leave it on level 1 unless you're shooting by other people, in which case I think you want to lower that level. This is basically what frequency your unit operates at, so if there's multiple people using this at the range, you can set yours at a different frequency if needed so you don't get interference. This is how you set the date, the time, and that lets you set it to factory defaults. And this is the serial number and software versions. I still have to download the latest software and update that in the unit. I think they recommend that before you start using it. So it goes back to the series screen. When you go into series, it'll ask you if you want to create a new series. You can say yes or no. I'm not going to get into that right now. We'll do that in the video where we actually take data. that's a lot of the basic functionality here. This is the arm button. Press it twice to arm it, in which case this turns orange. Stays armed for whatever period of time you entered, and it'll record the shots as you shoot. It triggers based on the noise of the shot going off. And that's really the basic information of how this unit interface is. Like I said, I'll get it out to the range, we'll take some data, and we'll go through actually using it at the range. If you guys have one of these Labradar units, put your comments below. Let me know your experiences with it and any recommendations. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You guys be safe out there.